Hello ladies, and welcome to this edition of Talking Beauty with Lauren. Today I'd like to share with you some of my favorite makeup and beauty items from 2010. There were definitely some items this year that have become staples now in my beauty bag that I want to share with you today. And you know, it's going to take a lot, I think, this next year to sway me from the items that I'm going to share with you today. So I've really taken the best of what I've tried this year to share with you. The first item is a new facial cleanser. For me personally, I know that it's been out on the market for several years, and there are a lot of people that have really written wonderful reviews about this product. It's won a lot of beauty awards. It's Philosophy's Purity Made Simple Facial Cleanser. Before I started using this cleanser, I was using Mario Badescu for about 6 years and was happy with the performance of that line and just wanted to try something different, and so I decided to start with the Purity Made Simple facial cleanser and have really noticed a dramatic improvement in my skin's appearance since I started using this cleanser. I do use it with a Clarisonic facial cleansing system, so that may also have something to do with the improvement in my skin, but overall I think that this one-step facial cleanser is just so easy to make sure that you've gotten off all of the makeup that you've worn that day. And I've never used a cleanser that also takes off all of your eye makeup as well. I've always had to use a separate product to get all of my eye makeup off. So this has been a really wonderful cleanser. I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it already, and that's why it's making it in my 2010 favorites. The other item that I've tried this year that has really changed my hair is Win. I saw Win for the first time on QVC, and at first I was very hesitant about a cleanser that did not lather, and it was a one-step process to just shampoo and condition your hair, and so I was a little bit hesitant to try it and watched it probably 25 times before I took the plunge and ordered it, and then started using it back in July and really saw a dramatic difference in my hair. I noticed that it put shine and life and body back into my hair. I do color treat my hair, and so I was noticing that the weeks before I went to get my hair touched up and my roots done and all of that, I was noticing that my hair just felt dry, and starting to use the Win, it has put that luster back in my hair. It's shiny again. It's healthier. I found that I don't have to wash my hair every day. And then in, I believe it was September, Win introduced this new pomegranate flavor. And I really have loved the pomegranate. They have either 5 or 6 different flavors, I like to call them. I've used the tea tree, I've also used the sweet almond mint, and then started using the pomegranate, and this has by far been my favorite. And so if you are looking for something that doesn't have any sulfates, is really nice on color treated hair. It doesn't leave your hair looking like, you know, you haven't had your color done in several weeks. It makes it look fresh and new, and you can honestly go longer without washing your hair, as well as longer without getting your hair touched up. So I really enjoyed this. Use it. Now it's pretty much the only thing I use on my hair. So really liking that for 2010, and plan to continue to use this in 2011. Now I want to talk a little bit about some of my favorite makeup items of 2010, and I want to start with a makeup primer. I had never used a makeup primer before, and one of the things that I was looking for in terms of makeup was a product that was going to help my foundation last longer and also give me a dewy and fresh glow to my skin. So I was introduced to this LORAC makeup primer that's called Spackle, and this is in the champagne color. There are actually 3 colors of this particular makeup primer. There is the champagne, there's also the original formula, which is just a clear no color primer, and then there's the bronze color as well. I've used all 3 of them. I enjoy them all, and can say the bronze is probably my favorite for in the summertime. I wore that a lot over the summer with just bronzer on days where I didn't really feel like wearing foundation, so that's great. But the champagne is really my favorite because I think it just adds a candle lit glow to your skin and really brought that dewy complexion and glow into my skin that I was looking for. So definitely look for that and try it out. And then the other Laura Geller product that's made it into my 2010 favorites is her foundation that's called Balance and Brighten. She does make this in a fair, medium, and tan. I use the fair, and you guys might have seen my review on the Laura Geller Escape to the Tropics collection. That was my first video that I posted. If you haven't watched it, please check it out if you're interested. Before using this particular foundation, I was never really sold on any one foundation. I found myself usually every few months going out there and looking for something new in terms of a foundation. I was never really sold on one particular one. And I knew that I wanted to try something that wasn't a liquid. I had been using the Bare Essentials, Bare Minerals formula and liked that okay, but I was finding that it didn't last as long as I needed it to and didn't cover some of the redness that I had in my skin. So I did start using this Balance and Brighten, and this is the first foundation I've ever repurchased. So I think this is now my second or third compact of this foundation, and find that it covers the redness in my skin. It really, I think, gives a flawless finish as well, and lasts all day. So this particular foundation, coupled with the Under Makeup primer, has really changed just my base of makeup that I then put color on top of. The next item is a mascara, and this particular mascara is Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes. And the reason that I really have enjoyed this and why it's in my 2010 favorites video is because I really like what Tarte's mission and overall vision for their cosmetic line is, and that's really to deliver high performance naturals that are free of all of the bad stuff like sulfates and parabens and chemicals that historically we've put on our face just because we didn't know any better, and because some of the natural formulations that were out there weren't high performance and didn't last, or did not have a lot of pigmentation to them, those types of things. And I think Tarte has really revolutionized that particular segment of the makeup market. And this is one of the items that I've tried this year from Tarte, and I have gotten so many compliments on my lashes since I started using this. I've had people come up to me and say, "Did you start wearing false lashes?" And I graciously tell them, no, I haven't. It's just this Lights Camera Lashes mascara, and let them know about why I'm loving it. And they do say that it improves the volume of your lashes by 424%, which is amazing. I can't say that it's improved my lashes 424%. I trust that they've done the science behind that and measured that. They do clinical studies on their products, which I think is another really great thing that says about Tarte as a company. But this mascara is really wonderful. It makes your lashes look really, really long and very voluminous. So that will definitely remain in my beauty bag for 2011. And then the last product that I want to talk to you about is an eyeshadow. And this particular eyeshadow is by LORAC. It is their Baked Starry Eyed Eyeshadow Trio. And this color is called Superstar. And it's a beautiful eyeshadow trio in brown and bronze colors. I do have this in 2 other colors as well. I am planning to do a review and probably a tutorial with these eyeshadows, because they have become my favorite. I absolutely love them. The texture is just silky smooth. They apply so easily and they last all day. I have seen that they're very highly pigmented, and I like the fact that you can apply them either wet or dry. And the colors that they have paired in each of the trios allow you to make a really nice smoky eye very, very easily. So they've taken the guesswork out of which colors to put together and just made it super simple. My husband and I actually went to Cancun back in October, and we were there for 6 nights. And out of that 6 nights, I took one of these eyeshadow trios for the whole trip. And for me, that's a lot, because I love eyeshadow. I think you guys will come to see that I do. I'll probably talk to you guys a lot about eyeshadows just because I love them so much. And for me to only take one eyeshadow trio for the whole week says a lot about how much I love these eyeshadows and about the different looks that you can get just out of the 3 different colors. So definitely check that out. LORAC is available at Sephora and Ulta. They also have their own website, of course, so you can check it out there as well. This particular eyeshadow in the Superstar color did win a Best Buy Beauty Award from InStyle magazine in 2010 as well. So I think there's probably a lot more information out there if you're interested in learning more about it. So thank you so much for watching this edition of Talking Beauty with Lauren. I appreciate it and hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.